Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king!
Bernardo?
He.
You come most carefully upon your hour.
'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
For this relief, much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold, and I'm sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well, good night. If you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them make haste.
I think I hear them. Stand ho. Who's there?
Friends to this ground.
And liegemen to the Dane.
Give you good night.
Oh, farewell, honest soldier. How hath relieved you?
Bernardo has my place. Give you good night.
Holla, Bernardo.
Say, what is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fancy, and will not let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight, seen twice seen of us. Therefore I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears, that are so fortified against our story what we have 2 nights seen.
Well, sit we down. Let us hear Bernardo speak of this.
Last night of all, when yon Saint Star that's westward from the pole had made his course to illume that part of heaven where now it burns, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating one.
Boogity boogity boo. There we go. Peace, break thee off. Look where it comes again.
In the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Wait, okay, most like, it harrows me with fear and wonder.
It would be spoke to.
Question it, Horatio.
What thou art that upsearch this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form, in which the majesty of Barry Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak.
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay, speak, speak. I charge thee, speak.
Exit ghost, blah blah blah. 'Tis gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy? What think you on't?
Before my God, I might not believe without the sensible and true avouch of my own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself. Such was the very armor he had on, when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once, when, in angry quarrel, he smote the sledded calyx of the ice. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, and jump at this dead hour, with martial stalk hath he gone by our watch.
In what particular thought to work, I know not, but in the gross scope of my opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now, sit down and tell me, he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toil in the subject of the land, and why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign mart for implements of war, why such impress of shipwrights whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week, and what might be toward this sweaty haste doth make the night join labor with the day. Who is't that can inform me?
That can I, at least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even by now appeared to us, was, as you know, the Fortinbras of Norway. There it so pricks on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of our known world esteemed him, did slay this Fortinbras, who by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit with his life all those his lands, which he stood seized of to the conqueror, against the which the moody competent was gagged by our king, which had returned. To the inheritance of Fortinbras, had he been vanquisher as by the covenant, and carriage of the article designed. His fell to Hamlet, now sir, young Fortinbras, of unimproved metal, hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway, here and there, sharked up a list of lawless resolutes, for food and diet to some enterprise. that hath a stomach in it, which is no other, as it doth well appear unto our state, but to recover of us by strong hand, in terms of compulsatory, those foresaid lands, so by his father lost, and this, I take it, the main motive of our preparations, the source of this our watch, and the chief head of this post-haste to roamage in the land.
I think it be no other than e'en so well may sort that this portentous figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king that was and is the question of these wars.
A mode it is to trouble the mind's eye, in the most high and palmy state of Rome. A little ere the mightiest Julius fell. The grave stood tentaless, and the sheeted dead did squeak and gibber in the Roman streets, as stars with trains of fire and dews of blood, disasters in the sun, and the moist star, upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands, was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse, and even the like precourse of fierce events, as harbingers preceding still the fates, and prologue to the omen coming on, have heaven and earth together demonstrated unto our clamorers and countrymen. But soft, behold, lo, here it comes again.
Boogity boogity boo.
I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion. If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good things to be done, that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy at thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh speak. Or if thou hast apported in thy life extorted treasure in the womb of earth, for which they say you spirits oft walk in debt, speak of it, stay and speak. Stop it, Marcellus.
Shall I strike at it with my partisan?
Do, if it will not stand.
'Tis here!
'Tis here.
'Tis gone. Boogity boogity leave. We do it wrong, being so majestical, to offer it the show of violence, for it is as the air invulnerable, and our vein blows maliciously mockery.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
And then it started like a guilty thing. Upon a feelum summons I have heard, the cock, that is the triumph of the morn, doth with his lofty and shrill-sounding throat awake the god of day, and at his warning, whether in sea or fire, in earth or air, the extravagant and erring spirit hies to this confine, and of the truth herein this present object made probation.
It faded on the crowning of the cock. Some say that ever against that season comes, wherein our Saviour's birth is celebrated. The bird of dawning singeth all night long, and then, they say, no spirit dares stir abroad. The nights are wholesome, then no planet strike. No fairy takes, nor witch hath power to charm, so hallowed and so gracious is the time.
So have I heard, and do in part believe it. But look, the morn, its russet mantle clad, walks o'er the dew of yon high eastward hill. Break we our watch up, and by my advice, let us impart that we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet, for upon my life, this spirit dumb to us will speak to him. Do you consent? We shall acquaint him with it, as needful in our loves, fitting our duty.
Let's do it, I pray, and I this morning know where we shall find him most conveniently.
And see.
Oh my god.
I have to stop. Our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief in our whole kingdom, to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have we as twere with a defeated joy, with an auspicious and dropping eye, with a mirth in funeral and dirge in marriage, in equal state, weighing delight and dole, taken to wife, nor have we herein barred your better wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along, for all our thanks. Now follows that you know, young Fortinbras, holding a weak supposal of our worth, or thinking our late dear brother's death, our state to be disjoint and out of frame, colleagued with the dream of his advantage, He hath not failed to pester us with message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father, and all bonds of law to our most valiant brothers, so much ourselves as for this time of meeting. Thus much the business is, we have here writ to Norway, uncle of young Fortinbras, who impotent and bedrid, scarcely hears of his nephew's purpose, to suppress his further gate herein, and that the levies, the lists, and full proportions are all made out of his subject, and we here dispatch for you, good Cornelius, and you, Voltimand, forbearers of this greeting to all Norway, giving to you no further personal power to business with the king, no more than the scope of these deleted articles will follow. Farewell, and let your haste commend your duty.
And that in all things we will show our duty.
We doubt it nothing. Heartily farewell. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. What is it, Laertes? You cannot speak of reason to the Dane, and lose your voice. What wouldst thou beg, Laertes? That shall not be my offer, not thy asking. The head is not more native to the heart than the hand more instrumental to the mouth. Then is the throne of Denmark to thy father. What wouldst thou have, Laertes?
My dear Red Lord, you leave in favor to return to France, from whence through willing I come to Denmark, to show my duty in your
Coronation.
Yet now I must confess that duty's done. My thoughts and wishes bend again towards France, and blow them to your gracious leave and
Pardon. Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave, by laboursome petition, and at last, upon his will, I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet and my son.
A little more than kin, and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am much too the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast the night color off, and let thy eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not for ever with thy valid lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common, all the lives must die, passing through nature to end.
Ay, madame, it is common.
If it be, why seem it so particular with thee?
Seems, madame? Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone in my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, no, nor the fruitful...
Armed at point exactly, Capapi appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and stately by them. Thrice he walked by their oppressed and fear-surprised eyes within this truncheon's length, whilst they, distilled almost to jelly with the act of fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. This to me in dreadful secrecy impart they did. And I with them the third night kept the watch, where, as they delivered, both in time, form of the thing, each word made good, true and good. The apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
But where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we'd watched.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none. Yet once, methought, it lifted up its head and did address itself to motion, like as it would speak. But even then the morning cock crew loud, and at the sound it shrunk in haste away, and vanished from our sight.
'Tis very strange.
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true, and we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know it.
Indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Hold you the watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
Armed, say you?
Armed, my lord.
From top to toe?
My lord, from head to foot.
Then saw you not his face?
Oh yes, my lord, we wore his beaver up.
What? Looked he frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
Pale or red?
Nay, very pale.
And fixed his eyes upon you?
Stick it in the purse. Most constantly.
I would I had been there.
It would have much amazed you.
Very like, very like. Stayed it long?
While one with moderate haste might tell 100.
Longer.
I had been there.
It would have much amazed you.
Very like. Stayed it long?
While one with moderate haste might tell 100.
Longer.
Not when I sought.
His beard was grizzled, no?
It was, as I have seen it in his life, a sable silvered.
I will watch tonight. Perchance till walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble's father position, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape, and bid me hold my peace. I pray you all, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still, and whatsoever else shall hap tonight. Give it an understanding, but no tongue. It will require your loves. So fare you well upon the platform. Twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
Our duty to your honor.
Our loves as mine to you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms, all is not well. I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come? Till then sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
No, this is yummy. Waffle taco. Cookie treat. Get it.
Just stop, please. That one.
Of my opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now, sit down and tell me, he that knows, why the same strict in most of...
My grandma.
Where are your emojis at?
My grandma.
Where are your emojis at?
Right there.
Oh, that's okay.
Doesn't know how to use a phone, obviously.
I don't know
like
how to use
this.
these emojis, man.
And then she just sitting there playing on her phone. Disgraceful. I mean, we trying to do something, and they obviously ain't doing anything. Like,
My cousin does.
I'm Hamlet. How do we look?
She's calling your phone.
Oh,
Hold on.
Jesus.
Guys, don't record yet. My mom's calling.
Wait,
I need.
Where for art out there, Romeo?
Oh, stop. That's not even our scene.
That's the wrong play.
That's not even our scene.
You. Wow, you suck at throwing. And that's nasty.
Logan. I think all you have is in here is.
Polonius.
Yeah.
Then I have to do Marcellus again. I write that one off.
You mean Cornelius?
No.
No, Marcel's is up here.
Oh, Polonius. I think my mom is texting me.
No, that just texted you the figures.
Ratchet, people. Ratchet. And scene. Yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far past disgrace.
End scene.
Okay. Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with the remembrance of ourselves. Oh, it's recording. Oh my god, I didn't know it was
Oh my god.
I can't even breathe.
I'm not gonna run around because I'm gonna hit somebody. No. Okay.
Where for art thou there, Romeo?
Logan.
I can't see in this thing.
Logan, you're reading like this. Logan, you're reading like this.
I know.
Okay. Come on, let's go. Serious. Serious.
No, give me that scroll one. Oh, no, I'm gonna take the card one. I'm gonna buy that.
You're buying it, really?
To be honest, I really want to.
Okay. Let's just do this real fast and then we'll play with it. We'll play with this. This is why I love this one. I need one. Yo, I need one.
Okay.
Are you really gonna buy one? Yeah, I think so. You're gonna bring it to school? No. Bring it to school and later on. Bring it to school.
Alright. Oh, what?
Oh wait, I didn't realize it was
Lame, bitch, you lame.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? What's going on? Look at my Alright.
Hey, it's still recording.
Don't forget about your,
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
ghost face.
Alright, let's go.
Recording? No, it is now. Sadly.
Oh, it's gonna be like a chain reaction. I threw it at Logan.
Okay.
Anybody want one? Buy one, get one free.
Stop.
So
Oh
no?
my god. No,
We got the Angelina
Look,
ballerina.
Arctic animals.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
That hot hair though.
Yeah, for real though.
Alright.
All right, ready?
Yeah, let's actually get. Thou yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so hath discretion fought with nature, that we wisest sorrow think on him. I forgot my part.
Sorry, King.
Thou yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe.
Bro of woe. Bro of woe.
Whoa, we're done.
Yeah!
I apologize for Ashley screaming.
Whatever.
Indeed, indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Hold you the watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
Armed, say you?
Armed, my lord.
From top to toe?
My lord, from head to toe. Oh.
Then saw you not his face.
You can't.
Hooray!
Not what I thought.
I was gonna say Horatio. Been there.
It would have much amazed you.
Very like, very like. Stayed it long?
While one would... Stop!
Guys, we're maybe closer.